Morning sa inyo lahat. Welcome for regarding six trigonometric ratios of a special triangle. So before we start, let me announce lang naman na lahat ng lesson vlog na meron tayo is kindly ako nakikiusap lalo na dun sa mga nahihirapan na to watch this one already, okay? So to watch every day, kung talagang may kailangan, you have to go back and try to study again that lesson vlog in order for you to pa talaga yung needs na kailangan nyo para makakope up. By the way, in six trigonometric ratio of special triangle, kailangan maintindihan ninyo kung ano yung dapat necessary needs ninyo na competency para mas madali kayo makaintindi dito sa six trigonometric entity. Okay? So let's proceed now with our lesson vlog. Okay, so let's have first the review of the previous lesson. Well, first is we have the sine, which is the opposite over hypotenuse. The next one is we have the cosine, adjacent hypotenuse, tangent, opposite, and adjacent. Cosine, palitan lang to ng sine. Ano? So, kung sine natin is opposite hypo, this one is hypotenuse over opposite. And the second is the hypotenuse over natin kay adjacent. Okay? And then the cotangent is the opposite of adjacent over natin kay opposite. Okay? So kung yan yung ating triangle, you know that AB natin, ang sign natin dito is B over C. If we try to look on this part here, para at least maklaro natin itong part na to. Kung dito tayo titingin, papunta dito, so natural, this is your opposite, and then your hypotenuse itong part na to. Okay? So yan yung ibig ko sabihin dito sa sign B. So at least alam nyo na kung ano yung mga dapat may gagawin dito. No? Okay? So next tayo. Okay? Try natin. Let's have the pointer here. Pag cosine B natin, that is the adjacent, this is A, over natin kay hypotenuse which is C. So dito tayo nakalocate. Ang tangent natin, syempre this is B over A. Next, cotangent, cosecant. Kabaliktaran ng sine is the cosecant. So meaning, kung cosecant sine natin is opposite hypo, cosecant is hypotenuse over natin kay hypothesis. Next natin is the secant, hypotenuse over natin kay adjacent. So C over A natin. And also the cotangent B natin is adjacent over opposite which is A over natin kay B. Okay? So actually madali lang ito lalo na pag maya ninyo pinapractice. Okay? Next tayo. Pag tumingin naman tayo kay A, papunta tayo dito. So ang ating sign dito, ang opposite natin is A over natin kay C. Sin B na cosine A natin is adjacent which is our B over natin kay C which is our hypotenuse. And the tangent is the opposite which is A over natin kay B. Ang ating cosecant, which is the opposite of sine, therefore this is hypotenuse opposite, which is C over A. And our secant is the opposite of cosine. This is hypotenuse over adjacent, C over B. And the last, which is cotangent of A, which is the opposite of tangent, therefore this is adjacent over B or B over A. So kung maya't maya ninyo pinapakinggan ito, maya't maya ninyo pinapanood, makikita nyo na napakadali lang ito. At first, medyo mahihirapan, pero continuous practice makes you perfect or master read this kind of concept. So that is our review of the previous lesson. Now, let's deal with the six special triangle na meron tayo. In special triangle natin, meron tayong dalawa. We have 30, 60, 90, and we have 45, 45, 90. Here, in front of your screen this is 30, 60, and 90. Okay? So, all we know, the 30 natin, ang leg natin dito is 1. Ang ating base is square root of 3 and ating hypotenuse is 2. This is actually given on the 30, 60, 90. Kaya siya naging special triangle because it has a unique measurement based on the given degrees na meron tayo. Okay? So here, ang sine 30 natin, which is the opposite over hypo, which is 1/2. Cosine natin, 30 degrees. This is square root of 3 over natin kay 2. Ang tangent natin, this is actually tangent 30. 1 over square root of 3. If you notice, square root of 3 cannot be yan pagdating sa denominator. Kaya ang lumabas is square root of 3 over 3 based on generalization of the denominator. Ang cosecant, syempre, baliktad lang ng ating sign yan. So kung 1 half yan, 2 ang ating cosecant. Ang secant natin is kabaliktaran ng cosine. So kung ang cosine natin is square root of 3 over natin kay 2, matik yan na this is 2 square root of 3 over 3 based on the generalization of the denominator pagdating sa ating fraction. Okay? The next one is the cotangent, which is 30 degrees. Matik yan, this is square root of 3 based on the generalization ulit ng ating denominator. Okay? So, ang sin 60 natin, if you notice dito tayo tumingin papunta dito. This is the opposite, then hypo. So, square root of 3 over 2. Cosine natin is 1 half because this is adjacent, hypo. Ang ating tangent 60, which is square root of 3 lang kasi tangent is opposite, adjacent. So, meaning this is square root of 3 over 1, matic square root of 3 yan. Ang ating cosecant is 2 square root of 3, the opposite of square root of 3 over 3. Actually, this is fixed value pagdating sa special triangle, pagdating sa 6 trigonometric ratio. And next is the second natin is 2. If you notice 1 half to, pag opposite niyan, or what we call the reverse of cosine, this is actually 2. And also yung ating cotangent, which is square root of 3 over 3 based on the generalization of the denominator. So all of this is actually fixed. Meaning, pag ginanap mo, if your teacher asks you what is sine 30, matik yan na 1 half ang sagot mo. Pag sinabi ng teacher mo what is cosine 60, 1 half din yan. Pag sinabing secant 60, that is 2. Pag sinabing secant 30, that is 2 square root of 3 over 3. This is actually fixed. Now, later on, you will notice na fixed talaga siya sa mga susunod nating problem. Okay? Pagdating naman sa 45, 45, 90, meron tayong leg and base which is the same measurement which is 1 and ating hypotenuse which is square root of 2. Again, kaya siya naging special because meron silang unique measurements sa kada sides na meron sila. Okay, sin 45, this is square root of 2 over 2 based on generalization of the denominator. And the same also, pag kung ano yung value ng sine, yun din ang magiging value ni cosine natin. Okay? Matik na ang tangent natin is equal to 1 because pareho lang ang value ni sine tsaka ni cosine. Same true with the cosecant. Ang cosecant natin, para lang ginawa natin, binaliktad lang natin yung 2 over square root of 2. In generalization of denominator, naging square root of 2 na lang siya. Okay? The same also with secant. Again, pag nakuha ang cosecant, lalo na sa 45, 45, 90, kung anong value ni cosecant 45, yun na din ang value ni secant 45. The same also true with cotangent. Kung ano yung value ni tangent, yun na din ang value ni cotangent pagdating sa 45, 45, 90. I hope this concept or basic learning ninyo pagdating sa 6 trigonometric of a special triangle is ma-retain sa utak ninyo kasi minsan may mga times na you have to memorize it, but ako, I suggest na you don't need to memorize it. You have to familiarize it by simply doing another problem by exercising it, by exercising your brain para lang ma-retain sa utak ninyo. Okay, let's go back with the problem. Suppose you have 60 degrees and then ang ating given is square root of 34. So how are we going to find the 6 trigonometric ratio of 60 degrees? By the way, that is not data, that is 60 degrees. Okay, typographical error tayo. So ano ang gagawin natin in order for us to find these 6 trigonometric identities using the square root of 34 as our hypo and 60? Okay, so pag sinabing 60, matik na yan, special triangle kagad kasi the opposite angle of that is 30. Okay, 30 degrees kagad ito. So, anong gagawin natin? First is, since C is given, we have to find the value of A and B. Okay, in order for us to find the value of A, we have the formula C over 2. Okay? And then ang B natin, C over 2 square root of 3. So, ganito lang yan, para hindi kayo mahirapan, kung ano yung magiging result ng value ng letter A, i-multiply nyo lang si square root of 3. Ganun lang kasimple. And then you will have your B na already. So let's work with A. A natin, square root of 34 over 2. I guess we cannot simplify this because this is the simplification of this kind of problem. So let it at least na lang. And yung B natin, again, kung ano yung A, mumultiply lang natin si square root of 3 para makuha natin si B. So here, this is square root of 34 multiplied by square root of 3. Again, by the rules of the radicals na meron tayo, if we have the same index, we simply multiply the radicand. Ganun lang kasimple. So 34 times 3, we have 102. So the square root of 102 over natin kay 2. So this is the value of B. So to complete the square, ganito yung setup natin. So marami nagtatanong, sir, bakit ganyan ang ano, bakit hindi bakit ang square root of 34 dapat nandun sa kabila? Yes. Dito man kasi pag pinag-aralan natin talaga yung proper talaga, yung 30 kasi is the opposite niyan is always letter A. And then ang opposite ng 60 is B. Kaya to, na ganito ang setup nito. Okay? So don't be confused because we are dealing with special triangle. So this is how it works. Okay? So this is how it works. Okay? So para di kayo mahirapan. Okay, next tayo. So sin 60 natin, this is square root of 102 over 2 over natin by square root of 34. Again, pagdating sa ganitong problem, yung iba sumusuko na, pero all you have to do is just to reciprocal lang natin yung denominator natin dito. Paano pa reciprocal yan? This is square root of 102 over 2 multiplied by 1 over square root of 34. Notice na binaliktad lang natin yung denominator. Sir, bakit 1 over square root of 34? Matik kasi yung square root of 34 nito, meron niyang over 1 yan dito na denominator. So, reciprocal, ganito mangyayari sa kanya. Okay? The next thing is, you have to multiply it. Notice na parang wala naman siyang something to be canceled out. But if you notice yung 102, galing yan siya sa square root of 34 o multiply by square root of 3. And we all know that we have the denominator of square root of 34. So, matik yan, the square root of 34 multiplied by square root of 3 over natin by 2 square root of 34. So, pag ganyan ang setup, alam na alam natin na we can actually cancel this out, itong part na to. Okay? So, pag na-cancel out natin yan siya, matik yan siya na this is actually square root of 3 over natin. Okay? So, I hope that you understand that. Now, if cosine 60 degrees. Again, the same pattern na meron tayo sa sine 60. Ano? We have to conjugate. We have to find the reverse nito, square root of 34. So meaning this is, the reciprocal pala, square root of 34. So square root of 34, again, multiply nyo lang yan. Pagdikitin nyo lang yan, 1/2. So bakit naging 1/2? Again, pakita natin kung paano. Ano? This one is to be canceled out na from this. Okay, because if you divide square root of 34, the same with square root of 34, your answer is always 1. So 1 over natin kay 2. So yan yung ating value pag sinabi nating cosine of 60. Okay? Now, again, pag hinap yung tangent 60, again, the same pattern, ano? We try to find the reciprocal of this. So, reciprocal niyan, 102 square root of 34. Pero if you notice, hindi na ako sir, bakit ano ba nangyayari? Ba't bigla na lang naging ganyan? Kasi we can actually cancel this out. Pag ganyan ang forma you have to cancel one. Pero pag ang 2 nandito sa side na to, hindi pwedeng cancel to. Dito lang. Okay? So pag na-cancel out yan, so pag na-cancel, hindi dire-diretso na kagad tayo. So square root of 35. We all know the square root of 102 has a factor of square root of 34 multiplied by square root of 2. So in reality sense, square root of 34, square root of 3. Ngayon, alam niyo na ako nung gagawin. We have to cancel this out. Kaya ang naging sagot natin dyan, in response, is square root of 3. So ang tangent 60 is square root of 3. Okay, next, cosecant 60 degrees. Hanapin natin ang 6 trigonometric ratio. So therefore, nag-reciprocal ako sa square root of 102 over 2, which is 2 over 100, square root of 102. Again, nag-multiply lang ako. Again, ano sunod na gagawin dito? We have to cancel this out. Pag kinancel ko yan, matik yan na this is 2 over square root of 3. Square root of 3. But this is not the correct answer pa. Okay, bakit? Bakit hindi siya tamang sagot? Because yung square root of 3 natin dito is a radical form. So all we have to do is to multiply this one by square root of 3, both numerator and denominator. And then makakancel out yan, kaya ito na yung magiging labas natin. 2 square root of 3 over 3. In secant 60 degrees, is still the same pattern. Baliktad lang natin. Square root of 34, reciprocal niyan. So 2 natin. Makakancel na natin kagad dito ang dalawang to. Matik yan, this is equal now to 2. Okay? Sa second 60 natin. Therefore, ang cotangent 60 is again, tanggalin lang natin yung 2 dyan. Makakancel out na to. Baka mamaya marami na naman nagtanong kung paano. Ano? This is one, makakancel out na to. Makakancel out din yan. And then this one, makakancel out. And then ito, makakancel out. The same also with this one and this pattern over here. So pag na-cancel out yan siya, matik yan, this is 1 square root of 3. But notice that 1 square root of 3, alam naman natin na pwede pa nating i-work out to, no? Because we do not allow denominator having a radical sign. So therefore, square root of 3, then square root of 3, multiply natin. So the final answer, square root of 3 over 3. Okay? So next. So in 45 degrees natin, alam naman natin dito, find the sixth trigonal ratio of 45 degrees. Alam naman A or V natin is equal to C. So meaning na 11 natin over square root of 2. So if you notice bakit naging square root of 2 over square root of 2 over 2 yan, matik kasi yan yung 11 natin square root of 2, multiply natin by square root of 2 over square root of 2. This makes the denominator, na-eliminate natin yung radical sign, naging 2 na lang siya. But take note that the square root of 2 is being attached to 11. Kaya ito yung ating magiging sagot. So yung parehong side natin has 11 square root of 2 over 2. So both A and B. Okay? So how to find the sixth trigonometric ratio? Simple lang. If you notice that one, ang ginawa natin dito, nag-reciprocal lang tayo dito sa 11, naging 1 over 11. And then we try to cancel out this one. So, matik yan, this is now equal to, canceling ko pala to. Okay, nauna ako sa pag-cancel, sorry naman. So, therefore, this is square root of 2 over 2. So, ang value ni sine 45 and ang value ni cosine 45 are the same. Square root of 2 over 2. Okay? Next tayo, tangent 45. Oh, notice dito, Pinots pareho lang naman sila, di ba? Tama. Pareho ito, pareho ito, pareho ito, and then pareho ito. So, we have the answer of 1. Again, kung tangent 45, ang cotangent is still the same. 45 natin is equal to 1. Okay? The last but not the least is the cosecant 45. Again, kung anong value ni cosecant, yun din ang value ni secant. Okay? Huwag tayong malilito doon kasi pareho lang naman. So, yung reciprocal, nag-reciprocal tayo dito. Matik yan na makakancel out natin itong dalawa. Okay, 11, 11. But notice 2 square root of 2, pwede pa natin i-work out yan. So, in rationalizing the denominator, lumalabas na 2 na lang, square root of 2 na lang magiging sagot natin. Again, if you have the value of cosecant 45, you should have also the same value of secant 45. So, therefore, square root of 2 natin ang cosecant 45 and secant 45. So I hope you learn a lot from this lesson. And ko again, pag hindi naintindihan, unang pakinig, hindi naintindihan, ulitin ulit. Then dahan-dahanin yung intindihin word by word and every transactions na meron tayo dito, every cancellation, every conversion, every rationalization and generalization of denominator, you have to be more careful. Okay? Ang suggestion ko in order for you not to get confused of this is wag nyo kagad i-multiply sila. Okay? All you have to do is to find kung saan pa pwede natin ma-reduce yung isang number. Kung kaya pa natin extract yan, extract natin before natin i-cancel out. Then before natin siya i-multiply. Okay? That makes your mathematics computation more easier and more convenient, at the same time more fun dealing with the process regarding the sixth trigonometric ratio pagdating sa special triangle. I hope to see you soon, guys, and sana pagdating ng time natin ay magkita-kita ulit tayo, and abangan ninyo ang next vlog natin sa ating module 3. See you guys. Bye.